Hello everyone, it's indeed inspiring to see you back again. In this video, we are talking about a library in Python called Numpy. So, to begin with, we will start with installing the library, then importing it, and then we will see how we can create NumPy arrays inside it. We will also look for the dimensions that are there inside an array. Also, we will see that how we can look for the shape, the size, and also the data type of an array. So I hope you will enjoy this video.
We are discussing on NumPy. NumPy is a Python library and it is very powerful. We say that it is a general purpose array processing package. And now let me help you out what exactly does it mean. It provides high performance multi-dimensional array object and tools for working with these arrays. Now first of all, you need to understand that what is an array. So we write array as ARRAY, array. So arrays are very popular in any programming languages. They are collection of items. Now, for example, let's say if you have some items, you can create a list. So till now, you must have created a list, a set, or a tuple probably. So if I create a list, let's say items is equal to, and this is how we create a list. So a pen and a paper and let's say an eraser. So I have a pen, paper and eraser. This is collection of items. 3 items are there. Now this particular list is one dimensional. The capability of an array is it can be n dimensional. That means the dimension can extend to 2 dimension, 3 dimension, and similar way, n dimensions can be there. That is the capability of an array. So NumPy helps us to create an array, or we can say array object, and it could be of multi-dimensional, multiple dimensions, and it gives a lot of tools, or in simple terms, lot of functions to work with these arrays. In Python, this is one of the fundamental package for scientific computing. That is for performing a lot of mathematical operations. The wonderful thing is that NumPy is open source. Open source means it is freely available. You don't need to pay anything for licensing and all. And it can also integrate with the C, C++, or Fortran. It can used for linear algebra, Fourier transformations, and random number capabilities. That is something while practicing you will keep on understanding. Now, whenever you are working with NumPy, the first thing you can see is whether it is installed or not. In order to install a particular library, you just need to type in pip install and the library name. So because we are talking about NumPy, so what we will do is we will be typing in pip install NumPy and then you can execute it. So in this way, it will start installing the NumPy package. Normally in case of Linux, we write pip install NumPy, and in case of Windows also, we can do write this. In this particular case, you can see that requirement already satisfied, which means that this is already installed. I need not to install it again because requirement already satisfied. In order to use a library which is now installed, we actually do import that library. So this step is for installation, and let me enlarge it so that you can have a look at it. So this is installing a library, and then we have importing. So import a library in order to use it. Without importing a library, you cannot use it. Now there might be a question in your mind that why do we import a library? Is it really required? Is it really necessary? The answer is yes, it is required and it is necessary. We do import a library. It is exactly like we go to a real library and we take a book from there and get it issued for a couple of days, and then we do our work and we return it. So similar way here, what happens? We import a library the same way we issue a book. We use it, and then the good thing is you don't need to return it, right? So that is not required here. So you use it and your work is done. Now here, let me import this particular library. So by writing import numpy, or I can write import numpy as np. Let me explain you both of the things. If I write import numpy, this basically will import the library. And sometimes we actually want to give a short name to the library. At that particular time, we write import numpy as np. So both are same thing. The only difference is, like, let's say there is somebody whose name is Abhijit, and Abhijit is a long name, and we have given Abhijit a short name as Abhi. So Abhijit is a long name, and we have given a short name as Abhi. So this Abhi is going to help us. We can call Abhijit as Abhi all the time because he also knows that I have got a small or a nickname which is Abhi. So here NumPy has got a small name that is NP. So whenever you want to call NumPy or refer NumPy, you can refer it with the help of NP itself. You need not to write NumPy. This is really helpful when we have very long names for the libraries. That time it is really helpful. So I will be just making use of NP instead of writing the whole word library name as NumPy. Now let us create a basic array. How do we create it? How to create a basic array? So I can create a basic array by giving a variable name. So ARR is the variable name, and ARR is equal to NP dot. So as I said, NP becomes a name of this particular library. And as soon as I type dot, it keeps on giving me suggestions. You can see the upper box and the below box. It is giving me, teaching me basically how I can make use of NP. Okay, so you can see this is the suggestion. It is telling NP, it is NumPy, it provides an array object of arbitrary homogeneous items. It is fast mathematical operations over arrays, and it also provides linear algebra, Fourier transformations, and random number generation. How to use the documentation, everything is given over here. So Python is very helpful. It keeps on giving you suggestion. I'll say not Python. This is the Collab notebook. It is very helpful. It keeps on giving us suggestions that how I can work with NumPy. So first of all, I'll be creating np dot array array. So I'm creating an array. So array is a function over here. So I will have to use parenthesis. Inside this, I will be passing a list which will be helping me to create the array. So I'm passing a list and pressing enter, and I'm passing one more list inside it. And I'll be typing in 1, comma 2, comma 3. So 1, comma 2, comma 3 I'm typing and enter. Then here I'll be typing again bracket 4, comma 5, comma 6. So you can see that I have a list. Inside that, I have two lists. A single list is having 1, 2, 3, three items, and then another list 4, 5, 6. So these two lists are present inside a one more list. Now let me execute. So I have executed this and array is created. Now once the array has got created, what I should do is, first of all, I should print this. For printing, I'll be typing print and in bracket ARR. And you can see that how it gets printed. So here we will see the output of the array getting printed. So you can see that it is getting printed this way. Now, how to get to know that this is a list or this is an array? How you will get to know? So we know we have a function called as type. So I will write print. Inside that I'll write type. Inside that I'll pass ARR. So this is going to tell us what is ARR or what is the type of or data type of ARR. It is having a class numpy.ndArray. So this is n dimensional array, right? This is n dimensional array of numpy. Now, what is the dimensions over here? So if I want to get to know what are the dimensions over here, I can get to know that with the help of print function arr dot. So ndim is the variable which is going to help us to tell us what is the dimension. So you can see that the dimension you can see it is 2. It is 2D. This array is two-dimensional. It has got rows and columns. Now let me tell you about shape. So similar way, print, and inside print I'll be writing arr dot shape shape. So this is going to give me the shape of the array, and shape tells us about the number of elements it is having. So endim is about rows and columns, and our shape is about how many rows and how many columns. So you can see that 2, that means 2 rows are there. 1, 2, 3 is one row, 4, 5, 6 is another row, and 3 columns are there. So 3 columns means 1, 4 is one column, 2, 5 is another column, and 3, 6 is another column. So 2 by 3 is the shape of this particular array. And then we have the size of the array. So that I can get to know by print arr dot size and execute it. So in this case, I'll get to know the size, and size is basically 6. So total number of elements which are present, they are 6 only. And now, can I get to know that what are the type of the data which is stored inside the array? Obviously, I can get to know that, and that I will be able to get to know with the help of print. And inside print, I'll be typing arr and arr dot. Here I'll be typing dtype, dtype. So this dtype is going to give me the data type of the elements which are stored inside the array. And you can see that the data types inside the array, they are int64. That means they are integer type data. So this is how we got to know that how an array is getting created, and the different properties of an array. So thank you very much for watching. Keep watching. We will help you with more such videos.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, you can write down to us in the comment section below. You can like this video, you can share it with your friends, and you can also subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you.